I'm getting kind of tired. Dr. Will here in the backyard. I've been walking around and I walked into a wall, except it wasn't a wall. It was Mark's chest. He's as big as a house, and here I am with him. Mark, what did you think of the finale?
I was expecting it. I mean, you saw how the jury was. It's, I honestly, I think Paul played a better game, but he took it overboard with how he treated people and how he lied just so blatantly to people's faces when it was uncalled for. And Josh had the nerve to say how he felt to my face, and I respect him. I mean, all the ups and downs we had, I respected Josh's game, even though I think Paul played a better game. And it's not me being a sore loser, as you said at Roundtable. It's just like me as a competitor. I know I learned that you didn't win anything either. Yeah. But I like you. I don't like these guys. No, I mean, it's just watching certain competitions and seeing how everything was getting thrown in. It was more of let's just put targets on people back and let's just yell. It was like let's just fight with people. So it was just.
Mark brings up a great point, which is that people think you have to vote for the best player, and that's not the case at all. And what America likes is when you're genuine. And I said this to the jury when I was there. As long as you own your vote. If you said, you know what, I'm voting as an FU to you, and people love that. So I think that Paul lost by one vote. You cast one vote. So, Mark, the way I see it, you cost Paul an astonishing $450,000. Thoughts?
No, I mean that was me, Elena, Jason.
No, it was one vote. You cast one vote.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't. I don't even mind that he didn't vote for me to stay or he wanted to get me out. He was saying that stuff behind my back. If the only thing that I didn't like it in the game, and that's why I wanted him out of the house. That's why I had the conversation with Jason. He tried to get between me and Elena. He tried to get Elena to turn her back on me, and I mean she did. So she still had my back in the game, but he was a big part of why she wanted to take her or get space from me. And there was no need for that because we were all working together.
There was a time when you and Cody were you were considering working with Cody. Talk to me through that.
What do you mean when I was?
Where you wanted to work with Cody possibly.
I mean, I've been working with Cody since day one, except the week 2 and he was gone, and then I was good because I saw how the house was. I didn't want to be the bigger target, and so I went with everybody else, went against him and Jess. Then when he came back in the house, I couldn't turn my back on him again. Jess was in power, and I wanted to work with those two.
The only thing that struck me as super odd in that statement is that on your way out, you gave Paul that gift of an extra week of safety.
Well, truthfully, because Jason just did that speech about me. Alex didn't want me in the house. Christmas was HOH. I know how Josh felt. Matt and Raven. Paul did give me friendship. I mean, he gave me friendship. And honestly, if I could survive the week, I was hoping to gain some kind of. I didn't realize he was in that tight with everybody else. So, I mean, partly it's a game strategy. But the biggest thing is I didn't want him competing in veto. If I give you friendship, you're not guaranteed veto. He ended up getting picked. Player's choice. Somebody picked him for veto. But my biggest thing was strategy. I didn't want him competing in veto.
Got it. It makes sense in retrospect, but at the time, a lot of us saw that and we're like, what is he doing? Yeah, whether it matters or not, where you stood, it still was kind of like a very valuable thing you could have almost bargained.
I didn't want him in. There's nobody that was going to bargain with. I knew where I stood in the house. I didn't want him competing in veto.
Does a vet have an incredible advantage?
And this isn't me being bitter. This was a bad season for me as a competitor, and it was a great season for him. He manipulated everybody so easily. And I mean, I had his back, he had my back for the most part, but I knew I couldn't trust him. And it was just how nobody would go against him. I mean, me and Cody, we couldn't do anything.
So if you come back next season as a vet, you'll have an incredible advantage?
Well, I mean, it depends on the cast. It depends on, I'm not saying, he played a great game. I mean, Cody tried to take his shot. He had that 3 weeks of safety where he manipulated everybody to get him to work with them. Made alliance with everybody in the first 3 weeks. So I'm not going to say that's the only reason, even though I may have said that at the roundtable. But it all depends. I mean, I don't have to just worry about my game. It's the other 15 people I'm in the house with, and this was not a season for competitors.
No, it wasn't. It was a season that was challenging, and if you're a pure competitor,
right? And that's Big Brother. Don't get me wrong. That's Big Brother's more than just competitions, and it didn't play to my strengths this season.
The Big Brother fans are nothing short of psychotic, and I don't mean that in a flattering way. I mean, these people are crazy. Like, if you're watching me right now, I'm speaking to you like, don't call my office, you guys are crazy. But the Big Brother fans, dude, they're I'm telling you, watch out. Like, these guys are bananas. But they also are powerful. So they like to see the Big Brother people go on to do stuff. If you ever follow a Survivor person, they don't even have any followers on Twitter. Follow an Amazing Race person, you can't even find them. They're working at Del Taco on El Segundo. But the Big Brother fans can place people. And you know where I'd like to see Mark placed? Hashtag Mark for Y and, what's the word? Y and R. Can we see Mark on the Young and the Restless?
I
You're
would.
laughing.
She's
Stealing my stuff. Move that media
I would
people
like that.
down.
I mean, hey, I'm a big guy. I'm emotional. I'm not afraid to show my emotions.
He needs to tap into that emotion, and I sense a daytime Emmy from The Young and the Restless. Mark, hashtag Mark for The Young and the Restless.
Yeah, well, I like that. All you need to do is bring these damn producers from the diary room, and you can get me to do whatever emotion you want.
That's what I'm saying.
It was these damn producers, man.
But he has the good looks, he has the body size, and he is very emotional. So,
I love it.
So hashtag Mark for
Wine.
Y and R, Young and the Restless. I think that's a good fit, and I'd like to see that.
Yes.
Now, I'm asking everyone about showmances. America loves showmances, and that's why they responded really
Tell
well to
Elena
you.
that. She still doesn't understand.
No, see, you'd be surprised because I just had a very mature conversation with her. It was shockingly mature. And I said, we have Mark here. He's a big guy. He's
You guys got past the round table?
yeah. Oh, you know.
I know.
No,
It
let's
was-
discuss
it was
that.
fun. It was
When I
fun.
showed up to the round table, this is the 5th year I've done that. Everybody was like, "Dr. Will's here," and they were like super angry. Every other year, they're like, "Oh, Dr. Will, high five, we love you." This year, they were really weird about it, and I think people thought I had some of agenda. I don't have any agenda.
It was just fun with you and Alex.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys- You and Alex were funny, and then you and Elena.
Wait till you watch the finale tonight. They
then,
edited it appropriately. But you have to remember, I have an earpiece in my
No,
ear.
I know,
They're
but
telling me what to
it's
say.
just fun. I go along with it because it's fun. It's TV. It's fun. But it was a fun night. And then
Well, Elena and I have patched things up, and I have some good news, which is we had an incredibly mature conversation about relationships. And I said to her, she has this big hunky guy, you know, he is emoting and wanting to be physical with her, and she's sort of pulling away. And she responded, and I go to a lot of relationship counseling. Trust me, a lot. I've been to like 6 relationship counselors in the last like 6 months. She was incredibly appropriate based on my significant experience with relationship counselors, which she said that, you know, we sort of talked about lust and love, and it's like easy to fall in lust in the Big Brother house because everyone's good looking, but like if you're, but like maybe someone just likes you as a game move, or maybe they like you, but you know, because just because you're the only remaining option. And so she said, which I believe completely, which is like you have to slowly kindle that fire and let it grow, and so anyway. I'm asking everyone, there's 3 showmances in the house. We think one of them's going to last forever, just statistically. One of them's going to fizzle out statistically, and one of them's going to have a baby tonight. Which one are you guys?
wow. I was gonna say Jess and Cody for the first one, but they're the ones gonna have the babies pretty soon. I feel. No, I mean I don't know. I'm not gonna say we're gonna be together forever because we haven't even stepped foot in the real world yet. This is like our first time with other people, so I am crazy about it. I knew I wanted to be in a showmance. I mean, I've watched my pre-interviews. But I didn't expect to get this emotional over. I mean, I got emotional over her, and it was just, I got real caught up with her.
This is the good news. If, God forbid, you don't work out with Elena, you are going to be just, girls are going to go through you like a buzzsaw. They're just going to be throwing their bodies at you like Frisbees. So you're going to be hit with woman shrapnel, and they're giving me this signal like, don't say that stuff. So anyway, I hope it does work out, but if it doesn't, ladies, if he's single, he's going to let you know on Twitter.
Yes.
And he's big, he's hunky, he's emotional, he's emotionally available, and he's going to be on The Young and the Restless if you do hashtag Mark on Y and R.
Thank you. I like that. I like that a lot.
It's been a pleasure,
Well,
Mark.
thank you so much.
I hope the best with the relationship, but if it doesn't work out, honestly, I'm not worried for you at all.
I appreciate that, Will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
Have a great evening.
Thank you. You too.